So before you came to the event, Carlton, how were you feeling? What were your thoughts and expectations?
Let's see. When you have an expectations of an event, from my point of view, I think what's the purpose? And I think the speakers are going to be aligned with that purpose. It might be selling a course, it might be selling a product. I try to keep an open mind, but you always have those thoughts. Um, and I thought, oh, you always think of the cost of something, and so okay, you want to watch a movie. Okay, what's the price? Plane ticket and accommodation, food, and like okay, well, coming to Gran Canaria, coming to Canary Islands. So get some chill time as well. Spend time with some great people. Um, Being invited by Mohammed yourself. I know that you're only going to invite great people around. We've got a nice villa, so there'll be some good information there. Maybe a little bit of pitching from the speakers, maybe. But there's going to be a great experience. Going to be great people. So yeah, that was it in a nutshell. My thoughts on coming. Spending time with people that are like-minded is always going to benefit you.
Yeah, and what would you say some of the best benefits have been for you so far from the event? What have you received and the
From
retreat?
So I'll separate those two questions. So from the event, my favorite quote was by Jennifer Caravella. I liken her to a therapist, and the quote was, "When the heart is disturbed, the mind is distorted." And it tied in perfectly with one of my favorite scriptures that I've been uh, memorizing. I believe it's Psalm 51:10. Feel free to check for yourself. It says, "Lord, make in me a clean heart and renew in me a steadfast spirit." Because when your heart's in the right place, you can usually last longer, you can stand stronger for longer. When your heart's in the right place, you're more willing to stick things through, and you're less likely to feel bad about it not going the way you thought it was going to go. So that was really beautiful. There was a lot of great information on high ticket closing, which I related a lot with my background. And they talked about the golden thread. They talked about the golden thread as well. So yeah, you can research that, but the quote was my favorite takeaway. But the value I got was not from the conference, it was from the retreat, surrounded by people who were doing their own individual work, internal work, and they don't have a topic to speak on. So they what they speak on is from their analysis of what you need or what you're going through. So it's usually a lot more relevant to yourself rather than one thing resonating with you. It's the entire conversation resonating with you. So what I got was from a man called Simeon. We call him Jedi. You probably see him. If not, look for him. And he helped me realize that it's more blessed to give than to receive. So I need to allow people to give to me more. I need to allow people. I need to allow myself to receive more, so that other people can receive blessings. And there's a quote from Coast Contra. Feel free to research them. And they say, "Stop, breathe, give and receive. Stop, breathe, give and receive." So the way it works in my mind is stop, breathe. We did some breathing exercises that really helped me. I used to struggle with porn and masturbation. When I stopped struggling with doing it, I started struggling with the build-up from not doing those things, which nobody talks about, and which is something that myself with the leaders that led the men's group, Brian, Craig, and somebody who talks about protecting your physical and spiritual energy, Jose. I spoke with all three of them, and I realized that people need to hear this message of why they shouldn't do some things and why they should do some other things more, but also what to do when you stop doing those things or when you start doing those other things. The withdrawal symptoms or the build-ups or the byproducts, should I say, of doing the right thing. Everyone tells you to do the right thing, but what are the byproducts of doing the right thing? How do you deal with that? They tell you to make more money, but how do you manage the more money that you make? No one tells you that. So that was a real value for me. But Simeon, so stop, breathe to balance to balance your physical energy, and then give, not give to people, but give people questions that allow them to give you their take and what they've experienced. So to stop, breathe, give people the opportunity for you to receive. And I had a breakthrough with one of the guys on the team, Daryl, who is a mentee of Simeon. And he helped me, he created a safe space for me to realize I'm tired of giving more than I receive. I'm tired of guiding more than I am guided, which was massive. So being able to receive more, but give people the opportunity to give more was my biggest takeaway from the retreat itself.
Amazing. And are you coming to the next event, the next retreat?
I don't see an event or a retreat that I'm not coming to, because the growth speaks for itself. The encounter speaks for itself. Usually people think you're coming to an event or a conference to get knowledge. That's fine. Applied knowledge is wisdom, so if you get wisdom, that's great. The Bible says in all you're getting, get wisdom. Amazing. But an encounter is something that touches you, something that changes you forever, something that changes you into who you're supposed to be rather than who people say you should be. And the encounters are what separated this event from the others. Knowledge you can find or read anywhere. Encounters are very special. And this retreat and the event was chock full of them. By
Amazing.
far the best ever.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.